What's up, guys? This is Jeff with Win Big Picks, and today I'll be breaking down my top 5 MLB picks for Tuesday, September 9th. Recapping yesterday, we only ended up going 2-2 on the picks I gave out. Our Vikings guys hit for us, the Bears did not. We had Will Reichard to make 2 field goals. He hits this sweat-free right before halftime. J.J. McCarthy to throw a pick. He hits this early in the third. You knew it was only a matter of time once he started throwing the ball more that he'd give one up. And then on the Bears side, Caleb Williams, we needed him to get 219. He only winds up with 211. So close, yet so far on that one. And then DJ Moore, more than 5.5 receptions. He winds up with 3. Caleb was really just spreading the ball around to everyone in this one. 8 different receivers. Odunze had 6 receptions, but nobody else had more than 4. But thankfully, it's a quick turnaround with the NFL. We only got to wait 2 more days until Thursday. And Betr is continuing to help us out because right now, if you download Betr using our code WINBIGPICKS and the link below, they'll give you a free $10. Plus, they'll match your first deposit 50% up to $200. Meaning, if you throw in 400, they'll give you 200 on top. And for this game as well, they're doing another free pick. Jaden Daniels in this one just has to throw for 1 passing yard, and he hits for you. And as usual, if you want to send a screenshot of that first deposit over to our email address on the screen here, we give you a free month of our VIP picks over on Winnable. All the picks that we send out texted right to your phone the second we hit the post button. In the NFL and college season pass, still 12 available. If you're only into football, want to get those picks, you can sign up for that one. The link down to our Winnable is down below as well. So, on to today's picks. And just remind you guys, we use Outlier to do all our research. And if you want to try it out for yourself, use the link below. Get a free 7-day trial. They got all the sports. It's really comprehensive. You can see all the data on the screen. This is just for one player. They got it all over there. So try it out for yourself down below. But first up, we're taking Mookie Betts, more than 6.5 fantasy points. And this is just too low for the world of hurt that he's about to put on the Colorado Rockies. He's been heating up lately, as you can see, 4 out of the last 5 and 7 out of the last 10. And then head-to-head against them at home this year, he's hit it in 3 out of 4. Going up against Marquez for the Rockies, his numbers pretty decent for a, not sample size isn't too small. It's not too great either. But batting 308, 29 plate appearances, walking 10% of the time too. That bodes well for the fantasy score. And then his numbers versus righties slightly better, as well as Marquez's numbers versus righties slightly worse. So, and Marquez as well, in his only start this year in LA, he got shelled for 7 runs. So we're looking for something similar to go down for us today to help Mookie get over 6.5 on the fantasy score. Next up, we got Spencer Strider, taking him under 31.5 fantasy score. We gave this one out in VIP last week for his last start, and we're taking him again here. And as you can see, the last 10, he's just not been getting done. Last 7 in a row, he has not hit this, and, we'll show you why. The earned runs, he's getting at least 3 in 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10 games. The strikeouts are down. That's probably the most surprising thing with him. He's usually striking guys out, and he's just not been hitting it in the last 6 starts there. And then the walks, too. Walks are up, which is good if you take him on sleeper because they take off points for walks. Walks are up at least 2 a game in 7 out of the last 10. And then his innings, too. He's really not going more than 5 in a lot of these starts. And he's playing the Cubs again, who he played the very last game. Only got a fantasy score of 9 there. So we're taking him again. And, will he pitch like this forever? No, but I think 31.5, it's not even really a buy low situation. Maybe if it was at like 27, 26, you could justify saying, this will be the game he bounces back and hope he gets more than 27. But I still think 31.5 is just too high for what he's been putting out lately. Moving on. Up next, we're taking Juan Soto. More than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. And, for most other superstars, taking them at 1.5, the line's pretty juiced, but they keep giving it to us at just the regular payout odds. So we're going to keep taking it. And with him, you could see why. 4 out of the last 5, 8 out of the last 10. On the road, even better. He's hit this 9 out of the last 10. And then if you want to take a look at his last 20, something I picked up on. Last night he winds up with 0, but in the last 17 games that he hasn't hit, he's only not hit it twice, but both times he has bounced back the very next night. So we're looking for him to bounce back, and at that price, that's why we got to take it. Yeah, just pausing real quick. Remind you guys, if you could like and subscribe below, comment. Any interaction is appreciated. We are a new channel, so anything to help the algorithm bump up would be appreciated. And just to remind you as well, we're still teamed up with Wanna Parlay. If you want to download using our link below and code WINBIGPICKS, they'll give you a 100% deposit match up to $250, meaning if you put in $250, they'll give you another $250 on top. And that's one of the higher deposit matches I've seen on any app. And the thing I like best about Wanna Parlay is they are the only app where you can do team picks on top of the player picks. Things like over-under, the spread, who to win outright, all that you can only do on only DFS app you can do that with. So back to the picks. Next up, we got Zach Gallen. We're taking him over 17.5 outs. And he's been Mr. Consistent with this lately. 4 of the last 5. And 8 of the last 10. Earlier this year, he was just getting roughed up every outing, getting shelled a lot of the time. But he has turned it around as of late, going 6 innings in 8 of the last 10 here. And then head-to-head this year is start versus the Giants. Went 7 innings, only gave up 1 and struck out 10 in that one. So we're going to hope for something similar today. And even last year, 2 out of 3 versus the Giants, he goes 6 innings. So I think he continues to be a horse and gets to those 6 innings today. And last up, we're taking Noah Cameron under 16.5 outs. And lately, as you can see, he's just not going deep into games. Going 5 or less in the last 3. The one before that, he only went 5 1/3. Going up against Cleveland, his one start against them only went 5 back in July. In Cleveland, they could be picking it up in the offense department. They smacked the Royals around for 10 runs last night. And this year, they've gone off on Royals pitching in 3 of the 4 games at home. They've scored 6 runs or more. So we're hoping for that trend to continue today, and they can knock out Noah Cameron early in this one. And just to show you guys a bet I've already locked in over on Betr. Got Gallen for 6 innings, and then Soto for more than 1.5. If you want to combine this with that Jaden Daniels free pick, you can turn 10 into 50 for essentially just 2 picks. And then just to remind you guys as well, over on Pickett, if you want to check us out over there, see all the bets we've put out. They're all public for you all to see. All time, we're up 257.4 units at $10 a unit is what we play with. And as you can see, the numbers speak for themselves. And also with Pickett, if you want to download it and track your own picks yourself, download it with our link below. Use the code WINBIGPICKS. Sync up one of your sports books or DFS apps that you're using, and they'll give you free money just to download their free app. They give you $3 just to do that, with a chance for that $3 to be 100. You can't lose in any way, shape, or form. It is free money just to download the app. You just got to use our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS to do it. So, all right, that is all we've got for today. Let's hope we green out tonight, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Later.